Hello! Welcome to our online art lesson. In this lesson, we are going to be creating an abstract work of art. Abstract art is art that does not represent images of our everyday world. Abstract art has color, lines, and shapes, but does not show objects or living things. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a piece of abstract art using your name. So to create this piece of art, you're going to need a marker to draw with. I'm using a Sharpie marker, one of the thick ones. You could use a regular Sharpie marker, a regular just Crayola marker, or even a black crayon if you have one. And then you're going to need something to color with. I'm using my watercolor paint sets. If you have a watercolor paint set at home, you can definitely use that. If you don't, you could also use crayons, color pencils, markers, whatever you happen to have. So to start our abstract name design, you're going to need to draw two wavy lines, sort of about a third way down your paper, and then 2/3 down your paper. So I have two wavy lines. And then right up here at the top, we're going to start with the first letter of our first name. So my first name is Mackenzie, so I'm going to start with the letter M. Now notice how my letters, the bottom of my letter touches the wavy line, and the top of my letter touches all the way at the top of my paper. This is very important, and when we get to coloring it in, you'll understand why. So I'm just going to fill in my first and last name, making sure my letters are nice and tall, they're close together, and they're touching the top and the bottom. So I finished my first name and my last name, and I have a little bit of space, so I'm just going to fill up this space with a shape. I'm just going to do a big heart, just so I have all of my space full. So now that we're done with our name design, it's time to go in and add some color. So this is an abstract name design, so if you would like to add some patterns, maybe with a crayon or something in between your letters, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm just going to go straight in with paint. So I'm using my watercolor paint sets, and when I paint in my name, I'm going to go shape by shape, starting at the top. So when I say shape by shape, that means I'm going to pick my first color, and then maybe I'll do the inside of the M as my first shape. So see how I'm just going in at the bottom of the M? This was why it was important to make sure your letters touch the bottom or the top and the bottom, so we have shapes in between our letters to paint in. So then I'll pick my new color and go in above the M. I'm going to speed it up for you and go ahead and fill in the rest of my letters going section by section, and then you'll see what the final product is. And there you have it. There is our finished abstract name design. So remember our steps. Our first step was to draw our two wavy lines in the middle of our paper, and then go in with our letters of our name, making sure they're nice and tall, touching the top and the bottom, and then going in section by section and adding color. I used paint, but whatever you happen to have at home will work just fine. So happy creating. Make sure you send me an email with a picture of what you have done, and I will see you next time.